Hi there, my name is Kent Clothier, and I'm the CEO and one of the founders here at Real Estate Worldwide. Now, over the next few minutes, you're going to learn about a revolutionary system that has truly changed the lives of tens of thousands of people. And more importantly, how it can change your life forever, too. But first, let me tell you a little bit about me, Real Estate Worldwide, and the unbelievable opportunity available in today's real estate market. Again, my name is Kent Clothier, and I'm the CEO and one of the founders of Real Estate Worldwide. I'm a proud husband and father to two great kids, and I actually started in real estate back in 2003. But in order to kind of learn how we got here, you kind of need to know a little bit about me and the way I was brought up and some of my past successes and failures. You see, I come from a very entrepreneurial family. I actually started in business when I was 17 years old, started buying and selling truckloads of groceries on the wholesale market, flipping truckloads of groceries, if you will. I would go and buy it in one market where the manufacturer's selling it at a deep discount and turn around and sell it into another market where the manufacturer was selling it at no discount. Anything from an entire truckload of Folgers coffee to General Mills cereals to Tide detergent. It really didn't matter. I'd buy it in one market and flip it and go sell it into another market. And this little business that my father and I started when I was 17, well, by the time I was 23, that little company was doing $50 million a year. Again, we didn't manufacture anything. We just simply bought it in one and sold it into another. That's all we did. And as fate would have it, one of our biggest competitors came knocking. A company out of Boca Raton, Florida, moved in, purchased our company, and asked me to move down to Boca Raton, Florida, and take over the larger organization. So when I was 27 years old, I packed up out of Memphis, Tennessee, moved to Boca Raton, Florida, and began running an $800 million a year company. They threw me the keys and said, hey, go do what you do. Go do exactly what you've done in Memphis, but do it down here. And by the time I was 30, we turned that $800 million a year company into a $1.2 billion a year organization and the 7th largest privately held company in the state of Florida. I'm proud to say we did it. And you know what? I didn't have any formal education, never been to college. The reality was we just did it out of thinking a little differently, surrounding ourselves with successful people and figuring out a better way to do it. And that's what I'm going to show you here because we've done the exact same thing inside of our real estate business. So how did I get in real estate? Well, it all began March 14th, 2000. I decided that I was going to quit the $1.2 billion a year company, walk away and go start my new venture. You see, at that point, the owners and I had kind of had a little bit of a butting of heads. And I decided that I no longer wanted to make them rich and decided I was going to go make myself rich. The only challenge is that I didn't know quite what I thought I knew. You see, over the 13-year period from the time I was 17 to the time I was 30, I never really failed at anything. I've been wildly successful for many, many years. I never really experienced any kind of failure, never really stumbled at anything. And so I just believed that I could do anything. And over the course of the next 22 months, I figured out just how wrong I was. I can tell you that over a 22-month period, I, in an effort to build a business, lost everything. I just had the biggest dose of humble pie served to me that anybody would ever possibly want. I would not wish those 22 months on my worst enemy. It was a horrible, horrible experience to not only lose everything, to not only flame out in business, but to do it so dramatically and so publicly and burn every single bridge on the way down. It was a horrible, horrible experience, but it taught me everything I needed to know about now being successful. You see, because at that point, it brought me to real estate. On December 22nd of 2002, I attended my first real estate investing seminar. At this point, I had lost $1.6 million, had lost my entire net worth, had recently had to sell my house, sell all my cars, sell my motorcycle, sell all my toys, wipe out my 401k, do everything I could to just survive. And I recently moved into an 800 square foot apartment and just was starting over, basically. And so I went to this event with no real hope except to maybe learn something, that a way to kind of get out of the mess that I was in. And wouldn't you know it, By January of 2003, I had already flipped my first house and I was well on my way. I started flipping houses, started wholesaling houses, and started applying a lot of the exact same knowledge that I'd learned over the years in grocery wholesaling, started applying it to real estate wholesaling. And by June of 2005, I was well on my way. I had become a machine at this point. I was buying and selling 5 to 10 properties a month. The only challenge that I had now, I owned a job. I didn't own a business. The entire business was me. If you looked at an org chart, every position was me. And if I didn't show up for work, we didn't get paid. Well, I decided right then and right there that the second time around was going to be a much sweeter experience. I was going to make sure that this time around I got to enjoy the fruits of my labor. I was going to build a true business and not build a job. So I began systematically automating every part of the process to truly create financial freedom and get myself out of the way. I began documenting everything, automating everything, putting mind maps and processes in place for every single part of the real estate transaction, from buying to selling to building the buyer's list to marketing. Every single part of it, I created the blueprint, and this became the very foundation for our company, Memphis Invest, and the incredible growth that that company, that business has experienced. And notice I use the word business and no longer use the word job. In 2008, when the market was crashing and burning and the media is telling everybody to run for the hills and everybody get out, the stock market it was burning to the ground, we and our team at Memphis Invest was experiencing record growth and began sharing our systems with other like-minded real estate investors. We began telling everybody in the world how they could start doing exactly what we were doing and experience the growth that we were experiencing. I'm proud to say that Memphis Invest was just now named to Inc. magazine's list of the fastest growing private companies in the United States. We are one of the best in the business at what we do, and this is why. You see, this is the old school way of wholesaling. I'm going to give you a quick lesson in real estate investing here because I think it's important that you understand exactly what it is that makes us different and better and who we are at our core. You see, old school wholesaling requires a lot of risk, and quite frankly, if you don't have any experience, you can get hurt very, very quickly here. You see, what we were all taught to do back in the day was go find a property at a deep, deep discount, get it under contract, and quickly go off and try to market it. Go search for a buyer. Go put ads on Craigslist, or go put up bandit signs, or go look up classified ads, or go to local RIA meetings, whatever the case may be, search for a buyer. And as quickly as you could find a buyer, then hopefully you could quickly flip that contract, sell it to the buyer, and cash in on the deal and get paid. And I can tell you, I made a lot of money doing deals this way. It absolutely works. But what you're looking at on your screen right now is absolutely a job. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a business. This is how you do it and actually enjoy the process. And here, what's even better is there's no risk involved. This brings real estate success to anybody. This is leveraging people and technology and systems. What we do now is we go find and interview active cash buyers all over the country. And we in turn identify the properties that they want to continue to buy. These buyers are ravenous. They absolutely want to continue buying in any and every market out there right now. Once we understand what it is that they want to buy, we simply go and locate those discounted properties. We just start working backwards. Once we find out what they want, and once we find what they want, we now just put them under contract and flip that to the cash buyer, close on the sale, and get paid. We've turned the entire model around. We start with the end in mind. Here's another way of thinking about it. What we do is we go shopping versus going out there and trying to sell people what we have. Think of it this way. It will always be easier to find a house for a buyer than a buyer for a house. And there's no risk involved. Does it work? Well, you bet it does. Memphis Invest has bought and sold over 1,500 properties now, and I can tell you in recent history, 2009, we bought and sold 221 properties. 2010, bought and sold 211. 2011, bought and sold 301 properties. And I'll remind you, this is at the very time when the markets are crashing. The media is all over telling you that real estate is horrible. Home builders are going out of business. Foreclosures are at all-time highs. Banks have REO properties coming out of their ears. Short sales are everywhere. And here we are having this kind of success. And as of July of 2012, this year, We've already bought and sold over 331 properties year to date, on our way to 600. Memphis Invest currently manages over 1,300 properties in Tennessee and Texas for over 500 investors from around the world. We have proven success methods that have been taught to thousands of investors now all over the world. So how does that bring us to Real Estate Worldwide? Well, in 2012, we decided we truly wanted to get our systems in the hands of anyone and everyone that wanted to know how to invest in real estate and make money at it. Real Estate Worldwide was founded to put these systems in the hands of people all over the world at this point. Now, it's the best of two worlds now. Because not only is it real estate investing and education, but it's also direct sales. There's two ways to make money here. Our founders have over 75 years in direct sales and real estate education experience. I mean, our team is like nothing you've ever seen before. We have surrounded ourselves with successful people at every level. And again, these are proven methods, proven systems. And we've created this online community, training and support systems that are state-of-the-art, world-class, and they're designed for one thing. They're designed with your success in mind. We're excited to share this opportunity with you. I invite you to watch the next video and see our products, see the demos, and see exactly how they work and how they can help you to start creating your own financial freedom.